Welcome to Tales and Tatase, the cooking show. I am Atinúkę, your host, storyteller, and culinary adventurer. Today, I am taking us from Addis Ababa to Nice, south of France. Don't ask me any questions about what I know about any country I just mentioned or any place I just mentioned. Just follow me, okay? You know what? I know I'm digressing. I don't care. But when I found out about this stew, I laughed because the stew is called Doro Wat. So my Nigerian, or let me say some African people wonder, what is Doro Wat? Yes, Doro Wat. When the song came out, Don Jazzy, why didn't anybody say to the Maven crew and everybody that there was something called Doro, I don't know, but Doro Buchi, I don't know because they said Doro Buchi, but Doro Wat is actually chicken stew in Ethiopian. So that is what we're making today. We're making Doro Wat and Socca. Socca is a flatbread from Nice in France. I already seasoned my chicken or marinated my chicken, and I did that with salt and pepper. I added some stock powder, and it's been like that for a little bit. So hopefully the sweetness is going into it. There's a sauce called, or spice, I beg your pardon, called the berbere spice, which is Ethiopian. And I was going to form that this is it, but I forgot to order it on time. But it's really, really rich, and I know sort of what is in it, and I Googled the rest of it. So please, any Ethiopians that watch this, confirm to me if I got it. I have some cloves, some fenugreek, some ginger, some chili powder, garlic powder, and you know what? I'll put the list of all the things in the spices shortly. There's some nice tomato puree, chopped onions, ginger and garlic. Those things I like that I feel make food rich. Now, let's start. So, we'll start by making our fragrant oil. When last you guys hear me say the word fragrant? Sometimes I listen to these things and I realize how Yoruba sounds sometimes. But anyway, we're making some fragrant oil to fry the spices and the tomato puree. So you use olive oil for this, but I like a different type of oil. I'm just going to use that, and that's for me. I'm going to cover the base of the pan with oil. Maybe not cover like that, Sha. And start frying the onions when it's hot. So, the other time I worked in this really big hotel, popular hotel in Lagos. Shout out to my homie Yaduni for hooking me up with that. And the Ethiopian Airlines used to stay at ours overnight when they bring people to Nigeria. You know how the team of hostesses, hosts, and captain, etc. stay in a hotel. And I thought those ladies were so pretty, but there was something they all had in common apart from good skin: red lipstick. In fact, I should have used red lipstick, dedicated this episode to them. They were so pretty. I was like, are you guys the only ones that use ruby wool? It just looks so different on them. They're so gorgeous. And there's so many beautiful facts about Ethiopia. Apparently that's where coffee originated. They have their own calendar, 13 months a year. I'm not sure I'll be excited about that, but I wonder how they do it with ages. Please, there's somebody that knows, let me know. Is their birthday just regular? You know. I also saw online about a lady that has not eaten in about 12 years. She has not eaten anything, and she makes the best Ethiopian meals. I can hardly wait to go and see her in person. It's so interesting. There's so many interesting things about Ethiopia. Sorry sis, you okay?
Yeah, fine. It's not problem.
Yeah, until I add the chicken. So I'm going to pour in the tomato puree and the spices now to fry with the onions and ginger and garlic. Guys, this smells so good. So, I know in Nigeria, we use our chicken stock, like we actually steam chicken and use fresh stock, and that's what I'm used to. But with this, you add the broth at the end of it, and since I hadn't cooked the chicken, I had to buy a chicken stock from the store, and I'm just going to pour this in nicely. Yep. And I'm going to cover this on low heat for about 30 minutes. It's soft chicken, so it won't take time to cook, but the seasoning will really get in. I know how chicken, when it's boiling or steaming, it brings out its own broth as well from it. So this is really good, guys. You really need to eat it. So while I'm doing that, I'll start making the socca. So it's time for our socca. This is 1 cup of chickpea flour, and I'm getting a cup of water. Yeah, we made it. Do you know that this socca bread from Nice was actually originated from Roman soldiers who were sighted using their shields as pans to cook? So the process of the socca is we mix the flour and everything going on here. I need to quickly do that before it gets solid. So we get the pan is hot, we mix all of these things, and then we roll the dough in the hot pan and some oil, and then put it in the oven. So that's so interesting. People are thinking, using their shields, guy, I'm hungry, get your shield, let's cook this bread. And that's what we're doing today. So anyway, I put 1 cup of chickpea flour, 1 cup of water. It's meant to be 3 tablespoons of olive oil, but I feel like I'll sleep here if I get tablespoons to do that. So Lord, help me. 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And I added in some salt, as you saw, and that's it. Nicely, freshly washed hands. And I think that's what's best to do this. Trust me, this doesn't feel normal. It's my first time making socca, guys. And it's so gooey. I feel like I'm in a play group class or something. This doesn't feel right. It's so liquidy. I'm gonna get a whisk, guys. Can I tell you something? I actually Googled, and yes, you are indeed supposed to use a whisk. So I told you about the process with the shields and the Roman soldiers, but I don't know why, even till today, people can't just heat skillets or their pans on fire here. I'm going to have to put this in the oven, get it hot, and then bring it back out to put the batter in. Oh, this looks so good. I need to taste it. I think, we're good on the ingredients and the spices and seasoning, but I need to taste it. And I want enough of the soup to taste it. A little bit spicy, but I love it. Anyway, now I'm sure the pan is hot enough. I'm going to bring it out. Oh gosh. Oops. Put some olive oil here. And then I'm going to put this in. I actually think it's supposed to be more runny. But hey, socca is socca. Tails and Tatase's version of socca. And then we're going to roll this around the pan so that it's even. And put this back. Moment of truth, guys. I think we did okay with the socca. I think we did. Ooh, looking nice. Quite hot. So, Addis Ababa and Nice. What do you think? Or what do I think? So, it has this very interesting taste. Very unique. I usually eat this with agege bread. So I'm kind of comparing in my mind. Make sure you remember to like, share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And let me know, where do you think we should travel to next? I'm really trying to be cool here. This food is really good. Also, my book is available on all Amazon platforms. Peace.